sparks in the sky. Every single lap is do or die. You can feel that thunder through the wheel in your hands. This is SIM500, this is where you stand. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our life. Wednesday warriors door to door, league night fist through a fiber core. Short track raging super speedway calm. Turn 3 chaos in your sweaty palms. Thursday Xfinity riding that knife. Loose off too, yeah, that's real life. Feathering the throttle on the razor's edge. Praying that Echo don't cash your pledge. Gloves on tight, we don't back down. Taking every inch on this battleground. You can feel those ghosts in the legacy lanes. Old school legends whispering your name. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to that checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our Monday night, next gen fire. Wednesday night, lead the desire. Thursday night, Xfinity burn. Sunday night, Trans-Savage turn. Crowded up, 3 wide line, pushing fade on the high side climb. Say the name, feel the flood. SIM500 in your blood. Sunday storms in the Trans-Service GN. Long run grind where you forged again. Fuel runs tight, tires screaming no, but you hold that wheel, never letting go. Every season page is a scar on the wall. Hall of Fame names that refuse to fall. From rookies in FFB shaking fear to champions crowned in the premiere. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our life. SIM500 nights, SIM500 fights. Wheel to wheel and side by side, this is where the legends ride. SIM500, this is our life. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Welcome to SIM500. Lights up, rigs on, tempers running high. This ain't just a lobby, this is SIM500. From the papyrus days to the laser line, old school soul in a new age grind. Premier series where the best come bleed. Pixel scars from the dirty clean speed. Monday lights, next gen roar. Cup cars pounding on a digital shore. Every restart, heart rate red line. Chasing one more win in the Monday night shine. Rubber on the rails, sparks in the sky. every single lap is do or die. You can feel that thunder through the wheel in your hands. This is SIM500, this is where you stand. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered line, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our life. Wednesday warriors door to door, league night fist through a fiber core, short track raging super speedway calm, turn 3 chaos in your sweaty palms. Thursday Xfinity riding that knife, loose off too, yeah, that's real life. Feather in the throttle on the razor's edge, praying that Echo don't cash your pledge. Gloves on tight, we don't back down, taking every inch on this battleground. You can feel those ghosts in the legacy lanes, old school legends whispering your name. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to that checkered line, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our Monday night, next gen fire. Wednesday night, lead the desire. Thursday night, Xfinity burn. Sunday night, Trans-Savage turn. Crowded up, 3 wide line, pushing fade on the high side climb. Say the name, feel the flood. SIM500 in your blood. Sunday storms in the Trans-Service GN, long run grind where you forged again. Fuel runs tight, tires screaming no, but you hold that wheel, never letting go. Every season page is a scar on the wall, Hall of Fame names that refuse to fall. From rookies in FFB shaking fear to champions crowned in the premiere. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered line, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our life. SIM500 nights, SIM500 fights, wheel to wheel and side by side. This is where the legends ride. SIM500, this is our life. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Welcome to SIM500.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live in a charge. A little countdown to green as we get ready to go to NASCAR's famous Lucky Track. Drivers going to be out there doing a little extra when it comes to the warm-up, making sure they're ready to go. Hello to Budgie. Hello to everybody out there. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support what we do. These drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. Hopefully you're ready to go. It is SIM500 here tonight as we get ready to go to Las Vegas. Real quick, Let's take a look at that race information here from SIM500.com. All ready to go. 134 laps tonight. 4 sets of tires. No fast repair. 100% fuel. 1.52 mile length racing surface. Has 108 degrees on the track temperature. 83 degrees on the air temperature. 9% humidity. Partly cloudy sky with a 2-mile-an-hour wind. They're ready to go. Ready to go. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like. I appreciate you, sir. Much love to you. Hope you are doing well. Good evening, race fans. Again, Jason here with Signature Esports. Welcome back to the SIM500 Cup Series. Proudly presented by Cook's Landscaping. Tonight is week 5, and this week is where the season stops feeling new and starts feeling serious. Because last week at Phoenix, well, that was a war of restarts, netcode moments, tire failures, and pure survival. We saw cars go 5 wide, nearly 6 wide, and we watched a race that was less about who's the fastest and more about who could keep it pointed straight when the whole field got desperate. And through all the chaos, Justin Fuller did what champions do. He found clean air and managed the risk, took the advantage of track position, and walked out with a win. Now, Fuller doesn't just have momentum. He's got the points to lead. Justin Fuller coming into tonight leads with 167 points, and now everyone's chasing that old number 5-1. Dylan C. Jones sits P2 on the point standings, 13 points off of that. Steady and dangerous and always ready to be there, and is always there late as well. So Dylan C. Jones doing a great job. Daniel Eberhardt's going to be out there in P3 in the point standings, 20 off Justin Fuller. Tyler Dalton, 4th of the point standings, fast everywhere, but needs a clean night. Rich Beasley, 5th in the point standings, 34 back, hanging in the fight, waiting for a big statement race that could happen tonight. And right behind them, well, you got drivers like Joe Hudson, Kevin DeBrown, you got Cody Harris, David Schillhouse, all sitting in that range where one big night turns into a point surge. Tonight's theme, well, there's no fast repair, no reset button, no magic fix. If you break it, you're driving it. And with 134 laps, only 4 sets of tires, tire strategy is going to matter, but so is patience, because tonight is the kind of race where you don't win it on lap 10, but you certainly can lose it on lap 10. So strap in, and week 5 is ready to bite. Hello, SIM500. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you out there. Thank you for everybody being out there. Welcome to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And if you enjoy the show, make sure you hit that like button, share it out, and let folks know it's race night on SIM500 Cup Series. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, if you have a device that is capable of doing so, whether it's a television or whether it's anything like that, make sure you hit that settings icon and make sure you're watching this in 1440p, which is 2K, not quite 4K. But we can do 2K, and we're doing it pretty well out on YouTube. So YouTube, you guys get the better viewing experience out of everybody when it comes to crisp quality racing. Outside of that, everybody else, you're at 1080p out there on Facebook and out there on Twitch. We appreciate you very much. Able to streamline some processes. So yeah, if you're watching on a PC or if you're watching on on a television, one of those 4K televisions. You can watch this in 1440p. It's a great viewing experience. A lot of folks like it, and I'm glad to be able to do it once again. I figured out how to do it with all the extra stuff that has been going on. So I'm genuinely thrilled to be able to do so. One day we'll be 4K racing. It'll be fun. Let's see. Last week's recap. We talked about that, and we talked about where Justin Fuller is. We're waiting to see if we're going to see another winner here in this series. I think one of the things that we have to keep an eye on tonight is that Larry Mack does a great job of putting information out there. One of the things that I'll say is that he always says, and I listening to him this weekend, he says, don't burn tires early. 4 sets sounds like a lot until you get trapped into panic stops. You want to pick clean. No stages means that there's green flag cycles that can decide the race. And with no fast repair, if you tag the wall or get clipped, you're living with it for the rest of the night, and having to get it fixed is a process here at Las Vegas. Restart discipline after Phoenix. You already know what happens when people get impatient. So tonight, patience is going to have to be prudent when it comes to that. But you know what? Tonight won't reward the loudest driver. It will reward the smartest one. And I think that's how it is. On the grid, drivers will watch Justin Fuller, Dylan C. Jones, Daniel Eberhardt, Tyler Dalton, David Schildhouse, Those are going to be those drivers to do it when it comes to putting it in and putting it down. But my dark horse tonight, well, that's going to be Kevin DeBrown, because when you're running clean and keeping incidents low, you put yourself in position to steal podiums. And Kevin is the driver's going to. He's my driver to watch tonight. So hopefully you have a driver to watch, and we're going to continue to have that segment every week. Drivers, I'm going to pick out just based on past performances and just the drivers that I've been seeing do some great things. Let's talk about your starting grid here tonight. Chad Coleman is going to be your pole sitter here for the Cooks Landscape Week 5 at Las Vegas. Jose Gonzalez is going to be an outside pole sitter. Jorgensen Jr., Tyler Dalton going to be up row number 2. Carl Dodson, Anthony Calantoni, row number 3. Troy Heights going to be out there with Jason Karlavich and row number 4. Row 5 will be Thomas George and Richard Beasley. Wesley Donaldson, Nelson Rivera in row 6. Row 7. It's going to be Brock Wilson and Kevin Brown, Bobby Wetzel, Eric Arnold at row 8, David Comstock, Daniel Eberhardt there in row 9, Schildhaus, Bentley Glazer in row 10, John Fowler, Dylan C. Jones in row 11, Josh Parker, Steve Ritter in row 12. Row 13 will be Stoney Benfield and Cody Harris, EJ O'Rourke, Kevin Stone, Jeff Pogo out there with row 15 with John Ellis to his outside. Mike Montesi is going to be out there with Mark Schrader in row 16. Brian Workman, Joe Hudson, Joey Chatina, Ty Bass through row 18. Row 19 is going to be Stephen Miles, Jason White, Brandon Guerin, Ron Hollyfield in row 20. Justin Kleiber, Logan Kogar, Charles Wood, Steve Vest is out there, Doug Roth, Justin Fuller, and Doug Sigmund. The 47 drivers in tonight's race. And one of the biggest fields you're going to see, Chad Coleman ready to rock and roll, and they are going to go berserk. I promise you, folks. Some of the best and biggest racing on Monday nights happening right here on our platform. Thank you to the fans. Thank you to everybody who is able to get out there and ready to get and are ready to go. I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. Let's do the thing. How about we go green flag racing here at Las Vegas? My gravel cam isn't working. Oh, we're ready to go. I'm ready to go. How about we do it? Drivers aren't ready on the move. Karlavich shot it 3 wide in the middle, right there in that front portion of the racetrack. And you see how big this field is right here. Nobody's going to be giving up anything right now. Drivers are going to be working hard. Chad Coleman out front, fastest lap of the race, ran by that number 60. 10 spots gained by Kevin Brown already. Let's go. How about we do it? Full send and all the jazz. We appreciate you being out there. Thank you to everybody out there. Cold tires, full fuel. This is where people can overdrive the corner. But if you're making risky moves this early, you better be ready to pay for it later. We know the tire model has gotten an update. We know that all of these drivers are working with newer bodies on the Chevrolets. So we're looking at who's going to be able to manage this racetrack and how long they're going to be able to do so. Chad Coleman leading. Nothing wrong with a good race. Nothing wrong with finding yourself in a good predicament as they go. And right now, they're fanned out back there. Back into the field. All the way back here, it's Stoney Benfield at 75. Trying to work on the inside of the 97. Pogo up to 17 of Kevin Stone. Right there has the 14 of Joe Gittino on the outside. Kogar back here up 7, 67 there on the outside. Brandon Garrett on the bottom. Here's at 16, running for the old Biff. From the back of the field to the front of the field, there's a lot of traffic. Fuller out of the race. Did not start, but he's going to get credit for where credit's due. Even if it's the last place points, it's still something. Kleiber just ran his fastest lap. Oh, baby, they're wrecking. There'll be a caution right about here. Driver's going to back it down. That was Josh Parker and Ty Bass. Looked like he and Bobby Wetzel had a touch-and-go moment there. 13 got to the back. Well, the 9 got stacked up. It looked like the 9 got stacked up. There are 2 cars ahead in that red, or that orange. Little bump, little bump, little bump again. And the 9's free. 81's in a hard spot. The 9 comes back up the racetrack right there. Oh, on the 75 and the 17. That was a hard hit. That was a hard hit. I need to check some driver cams. Not driver cams, some cameras here. Because on this camera, it's supposed to select all the drivers. It's supposed to do all the things. Yeah. But it's not doing all the things. All right. Yeah, it's switching cameras too quickly. All right, let's load a track. This one? That'll work. It'll work for now. Just means we don't get any cool cameras. It's true replay. I'm gonna have to remake those cameras. Gonna have to remake them, folks. Drivers. We got a lot of drivers coming to pit road. And it'll be drivers looking for a little bit of extra. Maybe a little bit of tire, maybe a little bit of check it all. And if they've got damage, get a little bit of fuel. I wouldn't want tires right now. I would definitely want to see see kind of where my tires are at. You can do that right now. Carl Dodson, your race leader, is being shown right now. Do like it. We love it. We always want some more of it. Know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. All right. Remember, no stage breaks. So the best cars tonight are thinking 40 laps ahead of where they're at. And right now we're completing lap 9. 126 laps to go. Sorry, we're completing lap 8. We'll be completing lap 9 here in just a moment. Be under the pace car pace limit speed. Pace car runs to the bottom side of the racetrack. Says I've got to keep myself all the way down here on the bottom. Chad Coleman was your race leader. I think Carl Dodson was. I don't know if Carl made the pass for the lead. We were focusing right there in the back, and we saw that. So I think Carl is your race leader. The outside lane on the restart here. We'll see what he's going to be able to do. Restarts get all kinds of crazy. And there's Kevin Brown. He was my driver to watch. My pick for the race. And he's up 10 spots already. He did that in the early going. Cody Harris up 13. He's back here looking to make something happen. John Ellis up 10. E.J. O'Rourke up 10. About 15 for Ron Hollyfield. Logan Kogar up 16. Charles Woods up 16 as well. 11 for Doug Roth in the 43. All right, drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do the thing. Carl Dodson into the restart zone here. An iRacing spectacular. The 93 ready to goose it. Let's do the thing. We're going to go. Here it is. We're green. No, we're not. I lied. One more time around, folks. One more time around. Joe Hudson on pit road. We have a couple of drivers coming to pit road. Bass is going to be one of those drivers. Steve Vest, Brian Workman. Joe Hudson. Again, I'm seeing what the drivers are doing here. Just double checking some things. Bass has an opportunity here, though. He's going to get a little extra fixed on that car. Cliver's a lap down. Started Benfield out of the race. Kevin Stone out of the race. They were wrapped up in that early situation. Hate to see that to anybody. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. As always, we appreciate everybody being out there, no matter where you watch it from. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you for those clips, Budgie. I appreciate you. You keep kicking butt. You keep taking names. Always ready to go. She's always ready to go. She needs a button box, folks. That's what she needs. The Budgie Bird needs herself a button box. All right, I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. Let's do the thing. Let's try it one more time. Enter the restart zone. Pace car is off. How about we do it? We're green. 93, looking on the inside early. Kevin Brown, oh, the 29 down into the 93. Got door to door. That checks up Chad Coleman. He's rolling backwards. They're 3 and 4 wide, trying to get this one situated. Nelson Rivera involved. Caution will need to come out here. That started right there on that front. Let's look at the green flag here on what happened with keep scroll. Boom, right here. On the green flag, watch Chad Coleman right here. A big push from the 93 to the 29. They cross the line. The 93 goes down. Goes to get in the corner. The 29 just comes down into the 93. That checks up the 38 right there. Puts him up in a hard spot. 46. Gets into the 22, trying to avoid what was going on there. Troy Height didn't make but the slightest contact with the 22. 22 was rolling on the outside. So 20 on a bump of the 46. And that's crazy on how that snapped the 22 around. Right back again. Uno mas. Right here. For Nelson in that 22. Oh, it just snapped on him. That's crazy. It was that was 13 of Comstock. Oh, Doug Roth, 14 of Jutina. We've watched that from this point of view. Nelson Rivera on the outside. Happened so quickly. Right inside turn one. And then boom. Boom. Oh, man. What's up, Nelson? All right. Back under caution, Kevin Brown, your race leader. Jorgensen Jr. in second. Callan Tony's going to be in third. Eric Arnold in fourth. Carl Lavage in fifth. Carl Dodson in sixth. 93 did a great job on the restart there to shove the 29 out. And then once they crossed the start-finish line, he was down on the bottom side. That was a great move for the 93. Little crazy. Nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Steve Miles on pit road, 24. Brian Workman on pit road as well, and that's 74. Jason White, the 48, coming to pit road. Gotta get down. Get down, get down, get down. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Doug Roth getting it fixed. It was Joey Jatina out there. That nose damage being what it is. Workman making sure that he is good to go. He's just waiting for the field. Joey gets enough to keep the car working. There's Mr. White. Mr. Woods back here as well. 93 on the inside, 88 on the outside. Denny Hamlin surpassing Kevin Harvick this last Sunday for most all-time wins and 10th all-time wins. And stands alone at 61 over the series. He's got another 15 before he catches Dale Earnhardt Sr. And chasing, of course, the all-time record held by Richard Petty. Green, green, green. Cal and Tony on the back bumper of the 93. 93 trying to protect. Only up into the race line just a touch. Bumps into 1 and 2. Make the characteristic of this car massive. Jorgensen Jr., big run on the outside. Gets into the corner, middle second lane. Almost full throttle in 3 and 4. But you got to manage. You got to be careful. Cody Harris up 16 back here. E.J. O'Rourke working. Pressing inside the top 10. David Schildhouse up 5. 25 for Kogar in that 80. He's just working. Dylan C. Jones to the outside. The 09 back into the mix. Trying to manage what he has. Kevin Brown out front. 13 spots gained. Jorgensen Jr. up a spot. Calatoni up 3. Donaldson up 7. Giving the outside together. Again, multi-groove racetrack. And this racetrack bodes well to the drivers that can run everywhere. Because tire failures are one of the things that does happen. Jorgensen Jr. fastest lap of the race, closing at a 10th to Kevin Brown. Jorgensen just ran a 29.93. Calatoni a 30.014 this last time by. Let's see what he does this time by. They're getting faster, folks. They do it again. Calatoni catching the speed, looking for clean air. Fanned out there. Bobby Wetzel back into the mix. There is the 28 of Cody Harris. Up 17 spots. E.J. O'Rourke up 19. Drivers working hard and laying it down. They've got rubber to keep going. 19 of 134 to be completed. We're all ready to go. And a couple of drivers out there. Mr. Dotson going for it. 6 clears, 20 on the inside. There's Schildhouse right there. Schildhouse didn't put up his driver cam tonight. We got a lot of faith and a lot of Ohio fans out there as well. If you got an Ohio fan, give them all the love. All the love, folks. I got to give all the love for all the sports fans out there, no matter who you're rooting for. What I mean? All right, we got to refresh SDK apparently. Well, maybe we don't. Maybe we just turn it off and we turn this back on because it's working just fine. Eberhardt up to Kogar, up 24, trying to match pace with the drivers ahead. A little bit of nose damage on the front of that car. It's got a flat spot. Just trying to make sure that that car sticks to the ground. It's going to lift that splitter up in the front part of that car. You want these cars to seal, but one of the things we've seen is exactly that. Kevin Brown out front takes back over the lead from Mark Jorgensen Jr. Jorgensen has that same thing happening on his race car. And Chevrolet's got a little bit of a dimple on the front. Would be fine. Cal and Tony just behind him. Brock Wilson on the KWCH number 12 is Cody Harris and his Chevrolet behind. E.J. O'Rourke in a Toyota. Carl Lavish in a Toyota. Wesley Donaldson driving on a Toyota right now. Oh, off tracks for Montezi. Todd Bass, they're trying to recollect their thoughts right now. They went for a ride. Here's what happened. What happened out of... Looked like that was Stephen here. Stephen Miles went off first. There's a 24 right here. Looked like maybe just a throw in the corner. Well, it'll back up a little bit. Just got a little bit free on the bottom side of the racetrack. Little tap of the 4. The 3 went down to the bottom as well. I think he was getting free, but he went for a ride. Good to go. Everybody's back on the racetrack, though, and they're going to have to work their way back forward. It's a chance to have green flag pit stops, make the equalizer. This is where you kind of change your strategy as well. You've been running for as long as you have, and it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Wins. We were talking about Denny Hamlin taking the all-time wins list of the modern era of NASCAR. Or in the combined total of the NASCAR, the Cup Series. Denny Hamlin was 61. Kyle Busch was 63. Dale Earnhardt with 76. Carl Yarborough and Jimmy Johnson tied with 83. Brandon Garrett with an off track as well. He's coming to pit road. Here's what happened out of turn 4. Oh, man. Here's what happened right here. Just got. I mean, it just snapped on him. 29 helped him out. Went for a ride. And right here, the car's still going for a ride. It's going to give him a... And that's kind of the way it looks. He's fine. I think he's fine. No black flag, I see. So, drivers managing. Kevin Brown out front. Here, Waltrip is 5th in those all-time leaderboards. 84 wins in his career. 85 for Bobby Allison. Jeff Gordon had 93 wins in the Cup Series. David Pearson with 105. And then the King, Richard Petty, 200 combined total wins from the strictly stock Grand National Series from 1950 to 1970. The Winston Cup Series in 1971 to 2003. The Chase era, 2004 to the present. He's done just that. So in the modern era, he had 60 wins from 1972 to the present. But prior to that, that man was throwing it down. Doug Roth going a lap down. As lap traffic becomes a factor. Whoa. Cal and Tony and the 15 on the inside. It was Brock Wilson. Running close. E.J. O'Rourke up into the mix, up 21. Cody Harris up 21 as well. Daniel Eberhardt is up 4. He and Dylan C. Jones try to march their way forward. A little bit of extra fuel. Rich Beasley in that 10. He's up into the mix trying to do what he can. Jose Gonzalez to the outside of Kogar. Kogar has the 21 of John Ellis there as well. Ellis got his little bit of a damage. That some seats working for him. Bobby Wetzel into the mix, clearing the 29. Carl Dodson going backwards here for the time being. John Fowler on the outside. 23rd for John Fowler. Mark Schrader up 7. 14 for Kleiber here at 34. The dude wipes on board. Look at the Walmart Plus. 0.2 of a second difference here for the race fans as everybody back in it. Everybody showing up and showing out. All the crazy sauce. It's good sauce. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Oh, man. All right. Jorgensen Jr. looking on the inside of Kevin Brown. Kevin Brown on the outside. Jorgensen trying to surge the inside lane. Will be up to the door of the 93. 93 runs a little higher. Side draft there. Jorgensen trying to make that pass. Still does not have credit with a lap led just yet. Ooh, that dirty air forced that 93's nose to wiggle a little bit. I watched it happen. Working. Calantoni. Save it a little bit here. Brock Wilson up 9, 22 spots gained for E.J. Aurora. Cody Harris hard charging right now. Karlavich has saved enough. He is working his way back forward. Wesley Donaldson up 3. Chad Coleman trying to get himself back to that number 1 spot. He started on pole. And after that issue earlier, well, he's having to make it happen. And right now the 20 trying to surge the bottom of the racetrack. Grand service on board of that 38. Coleman to the back bumper of Donaldson. Schildhouse is going to try to throw it back down. Everybody's running the high side here. It's making it difficult for drivers to drop down. And right now Coleman back onto the outside of Schildhouse. Going to draw him backwards here just a little bit. Schildhouse able to utilize the bottom side of the racetrack. The 60 and the 91 working high here. I don't know, race fans, I tell you what. Oh, Doug Roth with an issue. His car has got an issue on that right front. He's going to have to come to pit road. He's got and Josh Parker with a black flag coming to pit road as well. Pogo off to some big nose damage on the 97, right behind the 74. 22 of Nelson Rivera back out of the mix. He was able to get a lot of the car worked on. He is on the lead lap. Jorgensen Jr., Kevin Brown. Kevin Brown has Calantoni right behind him. And how about Brock Wilson searching on the outside of the 84? 15 into the wall. That was a hard lick into the wall there. 84 up, 15. Looking unstable right there just a little bit, just from that camera point of view. We'll see. Up and out of the corner. 84. Trying to pull back the 15. Kevin Brown, half second the gap. They're still stalemating here. I mean, there's racing everywhere. Little spots everywhere. Bobby Wetzel, John Ellis trying to work back forward. Kogar's back here with John Fowler. Carl Dodson and company have Mark Schrader, Justin Kleiber. Montezi up 4. Brandon Guerin trying to work his way back into the mix as well. He's up 11. He's up 11. They had to take a ride through the grass earlier. Ty Bass up 7 again. Nelson Rivera in 30th. He's got the car worked on, but trying to work his way back up front. Jorgensen Jr. leads by half second. Couple of car links, the length here as drivers go to work. Total exciting for everybody. We'll see what iRacing says is going on. Wesley Donaldson We'll see the 90 on the bottom. That was Eberhardt right there. Donaldson and Karlavich. Schildhouse is working. Whoa, I missed that one. 38 to clear. There's the 31 of Eric Arnold. Eric Arnold driving to the bottom side of the racetrack. Very bumpy on the race line right now. The 90 trying to get back there. You have massive runs on this racetrack, and you need every bit of it. 90 trying to surge, 31 up. Calantoni drop it back here. Cody Harris on the outside. Brock Wilson takes over third, but here comes EJ O'Rourke. EJ in that 41 on point tonight. Pushing into the corner, trying to make something happen. Jorgensen Jr. now 9/10 of a second, 44 of 134. Drivers are about 10 laps away from thinking about pit road. It's a racetrack where you're just racing. EJ O'Rourke slides all the way up the racetrack. They are congested, 3 wide right now. Schildhouse on the bottom side. Calantoni, the 15. Trying to shove the 15 forward here. Brock Wilson, that 15. I don't know what happened to make that happen, but man, oh man, he was in third, and all of a sudden he's got a spot lost. Cody Harris trying to track down Kevin Brown. Schildhouse in fourth. EJ O'Rourke back in fifth. 60 there on the inside. The Toyota's going at it right now. Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Toyota for your top 5. 2 Fords inside the top 10. 3 Toyotas, the rest Chevrolets. Is what you're normally used to seeing. 31 into the wall. 38 having to go back around. Chad Coleman trying to charge his way back forward. Says, excuse me, Tyler Dalton on the inside. 38 down to the bottom. Chad Coleman went for and swung for the fences there. Has the 6 on the outside. It's hard. It's hard whenever you have a fast car and a good line. I mean, kind of what you're seeing right now. Kevin Brown, Cody Harris, 1.5 the gap to Jorgensen. David Schildhouse in fourth. Karlavich in fifth. EJ O'Rourke having no issues here. EJ O'Rourke doing great. So is Wesley Donaldson. Chad Coleman. As Tyler Dalton down to the bottom. We're 3 wide. 15 to the 6. 15 having to back out of the corner. Chad Coleman says, excuse me, I got to come up off the racetrack here. It is crazy. Joey, the lap down right now, but well, he's 2 laps down right now, but he's right in the middle of that mix. 1.4 to the gap. Kevin Brown, Cody Harris, David Schildhouse. Schildhouse on the inside of the 28. Dirty air on the nose of the 20. 28's going to be pulled by the 93, and here comes the 60. Jason's got a big move. Oh, the 28 slides the corner. Joe Hudson, I think, might be done on the, I don't know if he's done on the car or done on the tires. The 93 back on the outside. Battle for second. Trying to eat away from each other. Brandon Guerin coming around. How about a 3 wide again? Oh, baby, the 60 with a big run. Down to the bottom side. Karlavich clears the 28. Back to 30 goes. Kevin Brown in fourth. David Schildhouse in fifth. Eberhardt, EJ O'Rourke, and then don't look now. Everybody else, they're playing catch up as well. Chad Coleman back on the inside. Chad Coleman just trying to get himself and will that car forward. Galantoni, solid performance, still working on that Talking Giants Chevrolet. Bentley Glazer back into the mix in that 36. Jose Gonzalez started outside pole, the 26, having to work forward. 48 to the wall, a little bit, 31 there as well. Joey on pit road. .48 into the wall. Oh, no. Jason White was in the wall. I got to back up. Something happened there. Tyler, thank you for the like, sir. It was a 31 of Eric Arnold right behind him. Here's Eric Arnold. I'm going to go far chase here. There's no caution. 48 up. 31. Got under the throttle. Got free. And, man, no caution. Man, oh, man. Kokar up 17. 33 drivers on the lead lap. Stephen Miles, one of those drivers. He is the last driver on the lead lap, still dealing with that right front damage. You didn't get no notification? I don't know what's going on with it. I just work here. 88 has 54 of 134. They would need to pit on lap 67 to make this a full race. They have had one caution. There's a race recap so far. Sorry, 2 cautions for 7 laps. So they've saved a little bit of fuel. They do have 100% fuel in the cars. So Jorgensen's been out front. Karlavich closing in on Mark Jorgensen Jr. Cody Harris in 3rd. Schildhouse in 4th. Eberhardt's going to be in 5th. Dylan C. Jones in 6th. I think Jorgensen to the bottom side of the racetrack, work where he can. Karlavich running that 3rd lane now, seeming that the rubber's been laid down, and just like we saw in the Cup Series, driver's going to run that outside lane. Jorgensen Jr. running a 2nd lane up. Trying not to throw shade, but that 60 is on the move. Facebook's being weird. That's what I'll say about Facebook. I love streaming on Facebook. But, caution's out. Well, there you go. Nelson Rivera having something happen there. I think he just got free. He did. It snapped on him. Dang it, Nelson. Jorgensen Jr., your race leader. Step it up Beasley from Stroop. I think he's working on it. He's getting there. He's off 8, but man, the racing inside the top, just the top 20 alone has been insane. He's got it. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He got some damage earlier. He did get it fixed, so he's working. Jorgensen Jr., race leader. Take a hydrate break, folks. Take and sit for a moment. And as we do, a reminder, each and every one of you are awesome. Right back. You don't think you got a Twitch notification? You expect more. That's we're gonna see more. We're gonna see more. He's back up to 15th after the pit stop there. Pogo coming back to pit road. Everybody's got it. Keep your eye on the prize. Everybody's ready to rock and roll. Good to see you all out there again. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It supports what we do. It helps the stream grow, and it's free. It doesn't cost you a thing other than a little bit of exercise with that big old thumb. Make it beefier. Matt, giving some love to Beasley. He's in 15th. There's a lot of comparison on what driver's going to be doing here. Cody Harris, I believe, is the race leader. Jorgensen Jr., David Schildhouse, Jason Karlavich. I tell you what, the race stat sheet for this one at the end of the race is going to be massive. Hey, thank you for the gifted sub, Budgie. Appreciate you. All right, 28, 88, 20, the 60, the 90, the 09, ready to go. Into the restart zone. Bump from Schildhouse. They're going their green. Oh, baby. Jorgensen Jr. on the outside, trying to get right there to the back bumper. Schildhouse on the inside. Side draft, trying to get clear. Schildhouse trying to take an early lead here. Up to pull the air back from the 28 on the restart. And now we're going. We're green running. Let's go. $500 biddies coming our way. We love seeing it. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for the love at all the right places. I appreciate you. Cody Harris out front, trying to stretch that lead. Jorgen. Uh-oh. Something happened. Something happened with iRacing. Bear with me. Uh-oh. iRacing did a thing. Uh-oh. All right. Be right with you in just a moment.
This ain't just a lobby, this is SIM500. From the papyrus days to the laser line, old school soul in a new age grind. Premier series where the best complete.
SDK had an issue and it froze up iRacing there. So iRacing had an update today, and I think some things are lagging behind. All right, we're good. We're fine. Thank you for your patience, folks. Thank you for your patience. Sorry about that. That was weird. All right, rolling. Let's go. Beasley up to 7th. And just that quick, short little issue. Here you are. Drivers giving a lap 58. Oh, caution back out. Kogar looked like he had an issue there. Maybe Brian Workman, maybe David Comstock, Bobby Wetzel, John Fowler on the inside. Here it is. Oh, man. Oh, what a hit. Oh, back up. Like the Ford got a little bit free. It's hard to check up when that happens. Ford down to the bottom, gets a little snap, draws back, and he's just off pace. And 80 nowhere to go with the 71 there. Owie. That hurt. That hurt. That hurt. That hurt. There you go. Oh, the wall. Oh. He jumps to pit road. Cody Harris will be a race leader. Montezi got collected into that as well. Dang it. Dang it. Think of his clip, Butchie. All right. Well, these things, they do happen. They do happen. Again, thanking everybody for being out there. Thank you to everybody watching. Wherever you're watching. However you're watching. Also, if you're out there watching, I was going to say this one more time. If you're out there watching on YouTube, make sure that you hit the settings icon on the actual race itself, and make sure that you're watching it at the highest resolution you possibly can. That would include if your device supports 1440p. Well, you can watch it in 1440 and tell me how it looks. Cody Harris, Dylan C. Jones, Kevin Brown, Jose Gonzalez, Everhart came to pit road, fuel only. Schildhaus, fuel only. Jorgensen Jr. all the way back here in 18th. Let you check the tube. Do the tube. Do it to it. Yeah, you got to hit the settings icon when you're watching in order to watch it at its fullest capacity. Oh, man. Let's see what driver's going to be able to do here. Anybody going to have any extra patience? Brian Workman back to pit road. All good things. All good things, folks. All right, I'm ready. Let's get back to it. You're at 1080. It looks nice. Can you hit the... Right where the closed captioning is, there's a settings icon. If your monitor supports it, you can watch it 1440. If you so choose to. But we're going. We're green. Too late now. Let's go, boys and girls. Cody Harris shoves the 28 out front. Sorry, Kevin Brown, the 93, shoves the 28 out front. There we go. I can speak. The inside he goes. Amp Racing League, sponsored Signature Esports, ampracingleague at gmail.com. Red Clay Roleplay as well. Kevin Brown on the bottom side. Looking to take over the lead from Cody Harris. Cody Harris on the outside. You're on your phone, no 1440, that's okay. I know that my monitor says I could watch it at 1440, so which is pretty cool. Jones on the outside. Dylan C. Jones trying to continue to make that outside lane work. Eberhardt on the inside has a 15 on the outside of Brock Wilson. Wilson trying to rebound where he is at. Schildhouse at 12. See Gonzalez on the outside. Gonzalez coming on 58. 11 laps better on the fuel cycle. I'm surprised a lot more drivers did not pit for fuel. Everybody holding on. Looking on the outside, has the 26 of Gonzalez there, Jorgensen Jr. On a little extra patience here. Caution out, Thomas George, Clyburn, Holyfield. Holyfield just went ahead and went off track. Wesley Donaldson was a part of that. Got a backup, Calantoni wrapped up into that as well. I have to look at what happened with the 84 there. 24, that's Stephen Miles. He was up there running. Let's take a look from Stephen Miles' point of view here. 84 drops into the corner. 84 steps out just a little bit. Oh, the 24 able to get around. Just barely. Calantoni got turned sideways. Here's what happened to 91. Right here. Oh, the 91 had the 34 on his back bumper. The 9 trying to woe up. Thomas George, Kogar, Troy Hyde, Rich Beasley, Carl Dodson, Kevin Brown on pit road. The next set, they be working. We have the SE 1100 coming up here very soon on March 28th. If you want to be part of it, make sure you join the Discord. Get registered for that. It's $10 per race. Half of the money goes to charity. The other half gets split between the two pots for each race. Up to 44 drivers per race. We have a few registered for it. Oh, yeah. Big field. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Uh-oh. Oh. All right, it'll be Harris, Wilson, Jones, Eberhardt, Karlavich, Schildhouse, Gonzalez. Mr. Chad Coleman back in 8th. He was your pole sitter, trying to work his way back forward. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to it. It is a field for the ages. 46 cars started tonight. 2 out on lap 7. Another out on lap 12. Josh Parker out on lap 36. Jason White out on lap 51. 52 for Eric Arnold. Nelson Rivera out on lap 56. John Fowler 67. Joe Hudson, he's out there working. He's in 38th. He's still out there working. So a lot of things happening. Tony Bobby Wetzel coming to pit road. We're green. Or on pit road, not coming to pit road. They're on pit road. That's at least what it said. Getting the repairs. Harris, Dylan C. Jones, the 60 up 5, trying to work. Schildhouse, the 26, has the 88 there. Coleman on the outside. Cloud cover starting to settle in 1 and 2. There's a challenge there. One of the challenges is finding that extra set of cojones that you need to be able to make that work. Kevin Brown on the bottom side has Stephen Miles on the outside. 23 working. There's a 3. Kevin Brown 3 wide on the bottom side. Big run. Surging to the bottom. Kevin on the bottom. 3 wide to the 21 to the 19. 3 wide for Jorgensen Jr. 26 on the outside. 26 almost down into the door of the 88. Jorgensen Jr. turns into the corner. There's the 41 right ahead. Jose Gonzalez up on the outside. 93 of Kevin Brown trying to make sure that he is good to go. Cody Harris out front. Dylan C. Jones in second. Karlavich in third, had the best long run car on that long run race pace. Daniel Eberhardt up 14, Brock Wilson up 8, Schildhouse up 13, Chad Coleman working his way back into the mix. Chevrolet has led the most laps today, and right now showing up and showing out here in the late going, 1/4 of a second difference here. Be 52 laps to go. Las Vegas is being Las Vegas. Jorgensen Jr. to the inside. Chad Coleman on the outside. Coleman good to go for fuel. A couple of drivers ahead. Not so much. Cody Harris. Schrader has an off track going on right there. Mark Schrader through the grass. Oh, it's going to be sideways on the bottom side of the racetrack. Caution will be out. Just free. Back this one up just a touch. The 29 was on the outside. Just started stepping out on him right about there, 29. Just the aero difference right there. Went for a ride on that 67. And then that extra bump did him in. Car backs up on the racetrack. Has to get that thing turned back around. All right, Cody Harris, your race leader. Daniel Eberhardt, Dylan C. Jones, Brock Wilson, Jason Karlavich, Mark Jorgensen Jr., David Schildhouse. We'll see what Cody Harris does. Dylan C. Jones as well. Brock Wilson working. We take a look. Some of the drivers here were on just a little bit more of an advantage. They're looking there. They're looky. Okay. What happens now? Jorgensen Jr., Kevin Brown. There's the lucky dog going around the outside. That'll be the 04, Doug Sigmund. He's going to get one of his 2 laps back. 6th caution of the race. Jorgensen Jr. putting the old hashtag time in right now. SIM500, Cook's Landscape Group Cup Series every Monday night. Thank you to Cook's Landscape Group for being a part of SIM500 for as long as they have. A legend in the making, folks, and we appreciate any small business or large business that takes the time out to sponsor not only the drivers but also these series. A lot of the drivers that you see working out here, some of them are actually in the real world NASCAR world. So, you know, when you're on a racetrack, you might, when you're at a racetrack and you get your pit pass, you might see some of these drivers out there. It's kind of cool. It's kind of crazy. Also, you might see him on the racetrack with you. You never know, right? You never know. Jorgensen Jr., Kevin Brown. We're going to see Ty Bass, Rich Beasley, Mike Montezi, Thomas George, Jose Gonzalez, Logan Kogar, Carl Dodson, Troy Height. That'll be your top 10 on the restart here. Charles Woods, Cody Harris, Daniel Eberhardt, Dylan C. Jones, David Schildhouse, then Brock Wilson, Jason Karlavich, Chad Coleman, Ron Hollyfield, EJ Aurora, John Ellis, Tyler Dalton, Stephen Miles back there as well. Stephen Miles at 15. There's a big old dang old field, man. That is a lot of cars. They're all ready to go, and I'm ready to go. We hope you're ready to go. One more time. Gonna celebrate. Oh, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. All right, folks, here we go. We're green. Jorgensen on the move. Bass to the inside of the 93. Beasley up inside the top 5. Give it on 76. Tires and fuel. Just trying to make this manage. Let's go. Let's go. Kogar up 36 spots. Started 42nd on the field. Bass started 36th on the field. He's working hard. Beasley on the outside to 3rd. Side machine rolling forward. Burping the throttle, trying to work his way into the corner. Going to clear the 3 here. It's going to be in tow to the 93. Montezi up 23. Having a rebound from what happened earlier. Any kind of contact here is a bad night for everybody. Carl Dodson on the move. Come on, Carl. Yes, sir. To the outside side. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Drivers are flicking that wheel like it's something. It's something else. I tell you what, they got a big old bat holding on to it. They say, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ty Bass, Logan Kogar. Rich Beasley up to 3rd. Cody Harris trying to work his way back into the mix as well. Give it on 85. That's where some of the fresh tires are right now. Eberhardt, give it on 85 as well. That's a 6 just ahead. Dylan C. Jones in the 09. Tom George in that 6. Give it on 76. Right now, we're seeing about 8 or 9 lap difference on tires for a lot of the drivers. Right now, 3/4 of a second to Jorgensen Jr. 43 laps to go. A lot of racing still left. That is a whole truck race and then some for the most part on this series. 42 to go here for Jorgensen Jr., who leads. Kevin Brown in second, Beasley in third, Bass in fourth, Jones in fifth. Back into the mix, John Ellis at 13 and Stephen Miles just behind him. Tyler Dalton keeping his night quiet, but trying to work his way back forward. Has Bentley Glazer on his tail. Glazer trying to get inside of the top 20. He started 20th. He's in 21st. And that is the position that you see as kind of the marker, right? You've got right behind him. He's got a whole lot happening. But even more so ahead of him. Boom. And Brenda Guerin right there up 17. Hollyfield up 17. Kleiber up 17. All right behind him. But ahead of him, Tyler Dalton and the crew. It is a look of congestion. $16 on the outside. Oh, caution is out. Cody Harris. It looks as such. We'll have to take a look. Not a clue. Oh, there he is. He was sideways there. I don't know what happened before that. Oh, 15. 15 with a huge run. Watch this. 41 on the outside, 28 on the bottom. 15 goes high. 28 comes up to block 15 down on the bottom. And the 28 sets up for the corner, but the 15 was already there. 28 goes around, holding on to it. All right, well, Jorgensen Jr., Kevin Brown. That'll be where it is. You're out there watching on Twitch. We're going to add the top 10 or so the top 9 drivers. Got a little poll coming your way. That's that driver. All right. Starter predictions. Going to go for, we'll let it go for 10 minutes. You guys can use your channel points to do it. Here we go. Who wins? You're watching on Twitch. Make your prediction. Is it going to be the 88, the 93, the 10, the 3, the 80, the 09, the 90, the 29, the 20, or somebody else? Or somebody else. Jason White says the 88. Hey, I wish I could do predictions on the other platforms, but it works well on Twitch. I really do. So pick your predictions. You got channel points out there. You can bet all they want. The 20 says Mr. Van Nest. It's a lot of channel points on the 93. Kevin Brown on the outside. Dylan C. Jones, Daniel Everhart. A lot of drivers came in on 85. We have a few that came in on 96. Gonzalez, Schrader, Wesley Donaldson doing so. DeBeru, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate you. I gave you 9 of the top 10. 9 of the top 10. Oh. And then I gave on the 10th one, I gave you somebody else. We'll see. We got 36 laps to go when we go back green. A restart for the 88. Beasley on the inside. 09 getting some love. Hey, I like that. Dylan C. Jones. There's a 29 of Carl Dodson on the outside as well. Oh, baby, the 90 of Everhart on the inside of the 80 of Kogar. Kogar. Oh, man, a rock and a hard spot for Kogar there. Use those channel points. We want to see them. What we want to see is we want to see everybody race. Jorgensen, DeBrown, Beasley. How about the 90 right behind? '90's going to slide up in front of Kogar. Kogar lifted there, man. How about 3 wide again? We're close to it. 09 on the inside, 29. Big run as the drivers fan out. Jorgensen Jr., the race leader once again. 33 laps to go next time by. Out of 1 and 2, drivers on the bottom side of the racetrack fanned out. Big run back here on the back straightaway for the 38 of Chad Coleman. The idea is to be looking for that 11-lap fresher tire and where it's at. Gonzalez, Wesley Donaldson came in. He's just trying to manage. I don't think he took tires. He might have just came in and said, hey, I want to make sure that my fuel's good. We're going to see how that's going to go. Poe going to the 97 on the outside, ripping the wall. It's going to be the 27. 97 is going to slide up. He's good. Hollingfield right behind him. Charles Woods, he came in at 98, took a set. Purple Heart Homes with the Crown Royal on the side. EJ O'Rourke working to the outside of the 24. George right behind. Jorgensen Jr., 3/10 of a second. Kevin Brown and in second. Eberhardt in third. Beasley in fourth. Still running the outside lane. Dylan C. Jones on the bottom side. Beasley in on 76. Eberhardt in on 85. 9-lap difference on tires. Keep on using your beautiful channel points, folks. Let me know who you think's going to win. If there's anybody inside the top 5. Is anybody inside the top 9? Or is it just somebody else? Ty Bass with 3. Carl Dodson still battling. How about 3 wide here? Chad Coleman stuffing into the middle there. Says, I see you here. Let's go, boys and girls. Boom, baby. Clears to the bottom. You get channel points for chatting. You get channel points for following. You get channel points for all the cool things. I call them warrior coins. Because y'all are warriors. Let's go. That outside lane becoming a stalemate. Chad Coleman trying to roll that bottom. Going to be up door to door to the 29 once again. Carl Dodson able to lean on that outside lane. Jorgensen Jr., 6/10 of a second. the difference. Schildhaus trying to work his way into the 09 point of view. And again, I was talking about where do the 96 lap fresher tires come into play. Well, they've got a lot of traffic to get through here. 29 laps to go. As the laps tick away, the tires become the issue. But at the same time, your race leader giving a lap 69 and is just now starting to get the heat of the tires. Eberhardt and that 90 has Kevin Brown right behind him. 93 again was my driver to watch tonight. Kevin on 76. He's been strong in that car. That 93 has been looking pretty fantastic all race long. Dylan C. Jones up 18. Beasley on the outside. The 20 shoving Beasley. Oh, baby, that's some draft special at Las Vegas. Schildhaus trying to get to the outside of the 09 with a run with the 10 of Beasley. And Beasley able to hold on to it. Oh no, Carl Dotson got free. He saves it. What a save. Right here. Carl Dotson had the 41 of O'Rourke. Woo! Almost in the lap of the 19. Nick, what's going on? Four-tenths of a second, the difference. Daniel Eberhardt, Kevin DeBrown, Rich Beasley, David Schildhaus, Dylan C. Jones. Marlavich back up inside the top 7. Chad Coleman moving forward. Stephen Miles up 28. Jeff Bogo on that 97, the 26 of Gonzalez. 97 runs up to the quarter panel. And these drivers, what we see overhead, they see this, right? They can, even if they're running triples, they see this. This is what they're seeing, basically, is what they're seeing. 26 on the off center push there to the 21, but the 97 rolling. Ellis just ahead. Blink. Caution, Bobby Wetzel. Oh, Bobby Wetzel was on the inside. Who was that? It was Troy Height? No. Oh, Kogar got to the wall. Net code the 46. Oh, unfortunate. That dang near should never have happened. Watch this. Oh, yeah, that was net code all day long. Kogar almost actually had that saved. Kogar had the 6 on the inside. And if I just play forward here, 6 comes up the racetrack, gets into the door of the 80. It's the 80 free, 80 up to the wall. And then 80 comes down. Has it saved right there. Oh, and the net code. Ouchie. All right, predictions are closed. Out there on Twitch. Somebody's going to either win some channel points or somebody's going to lose them all. I'll take them all back. Yeah. We'll take them all back. 8th caution of the race. And it doeth to the net codist. Jorgensen Jr., Eberhardt, DeBrown, Schildhaus. Who's coming to pit road? Well, I would say everybody's coming to pit road. Maybe not Charles Woods. Jason, thank you for the likes, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, folks, for the likes. Charles Woods staying out. Came in on 96 last time by. Jorgensen Jr., a chance to get some tires and fuel. There's some drivers out there that might just take right sides. We shall see. Chad Coleman, of course, was your pole sitter. There's Vest coming around. Tyler Dalton taking it out. John, thank you for the like, sir. Mr. Fowler, much love to you. I appreciate you as always. We'll see it. Tyler Dalton, the two-tire strat. Daniel Eberhardt's going to be second. Jorgensen Jr. Will come out third, but they'll stack him up with Charles Woods just ahead. Calantoni did not get the free pass there, but he will be able to make a significant. He almost has a brand new car. Almost 7 minutes sitting there getting that dang old thing fixed. Massive understatement, folks. Massive understatement. You guys are absolutely amazing. We thank you all very much for being out there, knocking it down. Joe Hudson coming to pit road. Troy Height on pit road, getting the car looked at. Cody Harris getting the right side taken care of. Joey Jatina fixing the car. He's only a lap down. Doug Roth on pit road as well. You're having a good night until you weren't. Yeah, brother. Good Lord. When we watched that happen on 67, I was like, good boogly woogly. There's so much that can happen on a racetrack like this, and you guys just, it's insane. Big fields, a lot of driving, a lot of racing, a lot of chaos. Charles Woods, your race leader. See Jorgensen Jr. restarting behind Tyler Dalton. He's got right side tires, and I tell you what, Eberhardt, he's going to be looking. He's going to be looking. Excuse me. 98-19. The 90, the 88. We're going to go back to it here. We're going, we're green. Tyler Dalton on the outside. Charles Woods trying to hold on. Jorgensen Jr. for fresh Goodyears. Those feel goods on point. Schildhouse in third. Eberhardt in fourth. Here comes the 09 of Dylan C. Jones. Tyler Dalton trying to roll. Who's got moves? Well, they all got moves. There's Beasley in the middle of all that. Jorgensen Jr. A pass for the lead on the inside. Schildhouse now in tow. 88 clears. Tyler Dalton in second. Into the corner. Eberhardt and that fourth spot. 18 laps to go. Dylan C. Jones up 17. Drivers trying to utilize all of the racetrack they can get to. There's the 24 to the 21 to the bottom side. How about Jorgensen Jr., fastest lap of the race, 29.74. Tyler Dalton still holding on with two right side tires. Schildhouse working hard for his money. Sitting in third right now has had to have some work. He's had to get himself into it. 16 laps to go. Tyler Dalton down. Ooh, has to get out of the throttle there for the 20. Holding on to third. Tyler Dalton back to third. Eberhardt trying to close back in as well. Right into the back. Oh, man. Oh, no. Into the wall. Here comes the 09. Dylan C. Jones. Tyler Dalton Oh, no. Caution back out. Rich Beasley involved. No, no, no. Not the driver we wanted to see have an issue. 41 of EJ O'Rourke on the outside. The 10 had the 60 on the inside. 10 down to clear. Oh, gets free. 10 slides right back here. 41 goes to the outside. There's Tyler Dalton there, and then just more of a racing deal than anything else. But dang it, Rich Beasley goes around. 9th caution of the race. I was going back here earlier to look at what happened with John. Here's what happened with John earlier. That was when the 4 got all dicey, and then John got licked and stamped and sent off to the garage. All right, 14 laps to go. We're going to do the thing. Everybody grab your popcorn. It is Jorgensen versus Schildhouse. Jones versus DeBrown. We got some racing still left to go. All right, we'll be back to it. 11 laps to go. And everybody's locked in. Come on, Jones, bring in your channel points. That's right. That's right. He's in third. He's got a shot. Can win. Win. Get those channel points up. You're winning tonight. Jorgensen, Schildhouse, Jones, DeBrown. I like the competition. Here we go. We're going. We're green. Good restart for the 8080. 09 gets the better restart there as well. Here comes Eberhardt. Black flag Wesley Donaldson. Dylan C. Jones. Into the corner on the outside. Looking. 10 to go. Eberhardt in third. Schildhouse in fourth. Kevin Brown in fifth. Chad Coleman. Jason Karlavich at 60 rolling to the bottom. He is ripping the bottom side of that racetrack very well. You put 4,500 onto Brown. Oh, caution back out. Not sure where it happened, but it might have been right about here. 16 to the 15, 97. That's where it happened right there. The 29, Dodson made a pass around 3 drivers at once. And, well, you know. Man, oh, man. That was the 97, the 15, the 16. That's Brandon Garrett there. Let's go to the 97. Jeff Pogo right. Y'all. Jeff was on the outside. He was put 3 wide into turn 1 here. 36 to 34 on the inside. Jeff gets just a little high on the wall, has to get out of the gas, stays out of the gas. The 15 and the 16 closing here. 16 didn't realize that they were closing on the 97. I mean, oh, man. Well, Jorgensen Jr. still your race leader. Jorgensen Jr. still your race leader. The 09 of Dylan C. Jones will have Daniel Eberhardt and David Schildhouse ready to go. Thank you for the clip, Budgie. Thank you. Thank you to everybody for being out there. Wherever you're watching, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Brian Wortman coming to pit road. Steve Vest. Sigmund on pit road. Joey Jatina on pit road as well. Still getting that car work done. Doug Rothwell should be your lucky dog here. Get one of those laps back that he needs. So the 43 sits in 35th up 10 spots. Lucky dog around the outside is the 43. Bob, dude, what's up, brother? That is Robert Doig out there. The old bomb dude. What's up, brother? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. 4,500 on to Brown. Well, he was my driver to watch tonight. He's living up to the hype, up 9 spots. He's led some laps. He's put in the effort. The old hashtag time in. And I like his car. I'm a fan. No, this will be, we're 7 to go right now as they cross the line. When we go back, Green Flag Racing, we'll go back with 6 to go. There'll be 5 to go. Should be 5. No, we'll be 2 by 2 here. I think lights are off on the pace car now. They are. So we'll go back with 6 laps to go. Dylan C. Jones on the outside. Schildhouse will restart with him. The 90 of Eberhardt on the inside. Kevin Brown in the 93. Sitting in 5th. Chad Coleman working his way back. He was your pole sitter tonight. I like the new tower that SDK has put out, but I want to see. 38 going to take her home or what? I don't know. He's been working hard to get himself back up there. All these drivers came on 113. Tyler Dalton on right side onlys. Thomas George on right side onlys as well. But we'll see how this restart goes for any one of those drivers. Cook's Landscape Group Cup Series, SIM500, sim500.com. If you want to be a part of this series or any series they have going on, give them some love, give them some support. They do have a great thing happening here They're going their green. Good bump from the 20. But a better restart for the 88. Eberhardt trying to clear up to Jones. 90 into the corner. 93 down into the corner. Oh, the 09 gets free. Got free right there with Schildhouse. Massive checkup. Eberhardt coming around. DeBrown to the bottom. Up and out of the corner. Dylan C. Jones trying to hard charge back forward. 60 of Karlavich on the inside. Schildhouse. The 20 and the 60 side by side. Eberhardt trying to hold on to the bottom. The 90 right on the back bumper of the 88. Down the back straightaway. The busy bees be buzzing. The 90 to the back bumper. Gets tight. Rolls on the outside. 88 all the way to the bottom. Eberhardt. A big shove for the 93. The 09 to the bottom. Dylan C. Jones trying to work back forward. Quarter second the gap now. Four laps to go within a tenth and a half. Jorgensen Jr., Eberhardt, Kevin Brown. A Chevrolet out front of three Fords. Dylan C. Jones in fourth. Schildhouse in fifth. Caution is out. First attempt at a green-white checkered coming up. 11th of the day. Oh, Montesi got creamed. There it is at the time of the caution right here. 13 following the 21. Up and out of the corner. Oh, the full. There's no room there. No room from either one of the drivers. And then right here, the Ford Montesi had the 74 of Wertman. Brian Wertman right here. Oh, there's smoke. Oh, off the 13, glancing blow. Man. Montesi, Brian Wertman having to jump to pit road. When there's smoke, there's fire. Well, here we go. Jorgensen Jr., Eberhardt, DeBrown, and Jones. Kevin Brown has been very good on the restarts. So we'll see how this one will fare out for him. Jorgensen Jr. caught him sleeping last time. We'll have to see what he's going to be able to do here. The 88, the 90, the 93, the 09. Jose Gonzalez trying to work his way back as well. Kogar up 26. Hard charger right now. Stephen Miles inside the top 10. Sits in 7th up 30. Stephen Miles keeping himself nice, cool, calm, and collected. And I like seeing it. He's a driver that can sneak in. For a top 5, likes tracks like this, does a phenomenal job of making it work. Doug Roth, get another one of those laps back. We'll still be 3 laps down. But we'll have an opportunity to gain a couple of spots here. Brian Wertman, Mike Montesi, Charles Woods, all on the same lap. So Doug Roth is actually going to make a couple of passes here. He'll be able to pass Charles Woods, David Comstock, Cody Harrison, that 28, getting the front of that car fixed. If he stays on pit road, will find himself going back another spot. Cody Harris is still technically on the lead lap, so he's just sitting on pit road. He's going to be able to leave here. See what he can do in that 28. He's been working on getting that car fixed for a hot minute. Lights are off on the pace car. First attempt at a green-white checkered coming up. No one came for tires. No, sir. What's great about this is that you guys can actually see who's coming to pit road. It pops up on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. It's a new tool that we've been utilizing, which has been pretty cool. Been pretty awesome to see. Eleventh caution of the race. Jorgensen Jr., Eberhard, Brown, Jones, Schildhouse. Thank you, Budgie. What happened to make it 11 cautions? Patience and impatience and hard racing. A little bit of net code thrown in the mix. The list of, in the hour and 41 minutes or hour and 42 minutes these drivers have been on the racetrack racing, the list is long. 88, 90, 93, the 09, 20, and the 60. We're going with green. 90 got free. 93 with a huge restart right behind the 88. 2 to go. Kevin Brown. David Schildhouse. Down the back straightaway they go. Kevin Brown trying to make it work. Eberhard on the inside. Jorgensen Jr. trying to make it happen. Mark Jorgensen Jr. to the line. White flag waves. Final lap here at Las Vegas. Eberhard trying to hold on. Schildhouse in that fourth spot, trying to get one more out of it. There comes Stephen Miles to the top 5. Jones back a spot. Bump. And trying to send it one last time. Kevin Brown sees the 90 on the inside. That's not going to draw them any closer. The 90 gets up to the 93 for a moment. Jorgensen Jr. will take home Las Vegas. Kevin Brown, David Schildhouse, your top 3. Eberhard had a top 3. And then at the end of that one, got tight into the 93 and lost all that ground. There's the pass for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and almost 6th. Eberhard finishes in 6th himself. Jorgensen Jr. with a win. And now we get to say, we get to do the prediction. We get to finish that up. We're going to manage who's the outcome, but was the 88. And all the channel points go to somebody. Who do they go? Who do they go to? Jorgensen Jr. will celebrate 5K. Go to Donuts. Look at you. Look at that. Look at that. 5K channel points straight to you, sir. We'll do it again tomorrow. So there you go. Jorgensen Jr. got selected correctly by the fan vote. Jorgensen gets the win. And let's take a look at your race results here, folks. Man, what a race. I like these kinds of races. 75 laps led for Mark Jorgensen Jr. He does lead the most laps. Kevin Brown finished in 2nd. Schildhouse in 3rd. Miles, your hard charger, is going to finish in 4th at 33 spots. Dylan C. Jones finishes 5th. Eberhard in 6th. Karlovich in 7th. Chad Coleman, Dalton, George, your top 10. Bass, O'Rourke, Kleiber, Kogar, Ellis, Dodson, Jose Gonzalez, Brock Wilson, and then Mr. Mark Schrader, Mr. Wesley Donaldson, your top 20 here tonight. Down as we go, Beasley, Hollyfield, Height, Brandon Guerin, Joey Chatina through 25th. Doug Sigmund, Steve Vest, Cody Harris, Jeff Pogo, Bentley Glazer, your top 30. Roth, Comstock, Montezi, Brian Wortman, Charles Woods, your top 35. Wetzel, Callum Tony, Joe Hudson, John Fowler, Nelson Rivera through 41st, Eric Arnold, Jason White, Josh Parker, Steve Ritter, Stoney Benfield, Kevin Stone, and of course, Mr. Fuller did not get the chance to run this race, but what a race it was, folks. This was a beautiful, beautiful race. I know we had some cautions, but it was kind of fun. It's kind of fun for me. I don't know if it was fun for you, but it was fun for me, and I hope it all worked out. Giving him points. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, we got to go in reverse order because Jorgensen and I are going to talk for a minute. So we're going to bring up David Schildhouse, who's going to finish in P3 tonight. Schildy, what a race you had trying to battle. There was a lot going on, and good gravy. Able to sneak by out of 3 and 4. That was a gift that kept on giving there for you. Congratulations.
Hurt your feelings. I really wanted to finish 4th. I'm absolutely devastated that Eberhardt hit a puddle of suck in 3 and 4 and just gave me 3rd. But God bless you, Jason. You're an American hero for pulling me in here first so that I don't have to wait for Jorg's interview to be done. Oh my God, I could kiss you right now.
You know, I know when Jorgensen wins, we're going to talk for a minute. You know, I'm going to bring him up. I'm going to say, what you want to talk about? That's what I'm going to do. Man, oh man, 47 drivers registered for this race tonight. And what a race it was. There's a lot to be said here. I know that you guys are, I don't know how you guys can race as close as you can to each other. And I mean, tonight was a different story. It seemed like everybody was able to lean on each other. Netcode was kind of a factor. Drivers were getting free. A lot of the cautions we had tonight was just spinning. Trying to get past that lap 8, lap 9, lap 10 marker on the tires, getting some wear in them.
I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I feel like I rant and rave way too much, but we've got to clean it up in this series, man. I don't know how many cautions we had tonight. 12. We had 14 a week ago, or 15 a week ago at Phoenix. 14 at Auto Club. Double digits again tonight. This is not okay. No one should be okay with this. No one should be at peace with what we've had. It has got to clean up. Like, this is just not good. We had one good long green flag run, which was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Got up into the top 5, and you saw who was really, really good at this stuff, and the racing was pretty good, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. And then we get that one caution like we always do, and then everyone just drives 300% over their head because all of a sudden they're around people again, and they feel like they're going to be that guy. And like the meme, you're not that guy. You're not. So I beg everyone, please, just whatever we did to get that long green flag run, that is the standard we should all be trying to achieve each and every week. I was looking forward to this. I'm still happy with my run personally, but damn, I really had higher expectations of the quality of racing that we were going to put on here tonight. The car drove terrible. Dirty air was awful. The setup was tight, and you had to drive like an absolute insane person to really do a lot. But if you were patient and you gave it some laps, you could actually get after people and then start to pick them off. But nobody has patience. Nobody wants to wait. Everyone wants to just go, go, go. And that's sort of how this car races. Just disappointed. I really want to see green flag racing. This is the best series. We should be racing better than we are.
You know, I'm still going to toot your horn. How about a P3?
Yeah, I'll take P3, man, after getting 8th place ripped away from me last week. Probably good for the overall point standings to have that top 5 in our pocket. Jorg was really good. There's some guys that are really good tonight. And, when the racing was able to take place, it was a lot of fun. I know the guys that I can trust racing around. I think we all know that. I'm just looking forward to next week at Darlington, my favorite racetrack. I always have that one circled. Absolutely love it. And hopefully we can go in there and just have a good, high-quality green flag race that we're very capable of putting on at the Lady in Black. That's what I'm looking forward to.
I like it, but there's a statistic that I have right now. First 5 weeks of this season, and we have 5 different winners. So maybe, just maybe, we might have a new a multi-time winner next week. Maybe we might have our 6th different winner next week.
Yeah, maybe. I think this time a year ago we had 2 different winners, me and Cody Harris. So to have 5 different winners in 5 races is great. And again, this series, the top end has gotten more competitive. Eberhardt, Dylan Jones, like those dudes are really good, and they showed up tonight and had a lot of great speed in them all night long. So I feel like the front end of the field has gotten a lot stronger. I feel like the overall skill gap has grown as we've added some other people as well who are still trying to find their way, and I pray to God that they find it sooner rather than later, because I'm pretty sure Joey Jatina is one more bad race away from taking a long vacation off the grid. He just sounds very unhappy with what he's seeing in this series, and I know a lot of people feel that way as well. I want to see the good vibes come back. There's a lot of great people here, a lot of great energy. The vibes are down, Jason, and I don't know why. I asked the children. They see it too. Other drivers see it too. I want the vibes to come back up here at SIM500. We should be having fun. We should be talking a little smack to each other throughout the week. Like, I don't know what's missing this year, but something is missing. And maybe everyone's just bummed that we're getting a lot of caution-filled races. But we're all responsible for that. So if everyone just does a little bit better, I think we'll get this thing where we all want it to be.
You know, all good vibes on this side. I don't know what I'm talking about. I like it. I mean, here's the thing about cautions, and this will be my last point before I go ahead and let you go. I feel for you guys when you guys have a lot of cautions. I've seen leagues run green to green. I've seen your league run, the SIM500 run green to green, or green to checkered. And I feel for the frustration, but know that even throughout the product that everybody's putting on, it still looks good. And I know you guys everybody's trying to give it their all. And maybe it's not 100% that we need to be given. It's 90 to 95 until we need to give 100%.
Yeah, I got Kevin DeBrown yelling at me in my own chat to wrap it up. I think I'll just talk a little bit slower now. I think we'll just slow things down. No, I'm kidding. I agree. We're all capable of putting on really good races. We've seen it here, and I believe we'll get there. We're only 5 races in, long season. But I think we all just want to see some steps taken, because when you have 3 races in a row with this amount of cautions at a big 2-mile racetrack, Phoenix, and then here at Vegas, it just leaves you asking a lot of questions as to why. And they go back and look at all these things, and I'm sure they'll see a lot more than I do. I know what I see out there, and I'm not going to beat it up, but I really hope that we go into Darlington and put on a much better show next week, because that's what we all deserve, you included. You can feel for us, but I feel for you as the broadcaster watching us go around under caution 10-plus times every Monday night.
We just get to do cool things like make predictions, and somebody won some channel points tonight. So I guess that that was cool.
Oh, I forgot to give you my camera feed. I'm so sorry. I'm stupid.
You're okay. You're okay. No, you're good.
You'll have it Wednesday.
I like it. Back for the Grand National Series. That's awesome. All right, David, always a pleasure. P3 tonight. Do your thing. And man, how about that P3? How about that P3?
Yeah, and listen, it's hard to finish good in these races. I'm always happy for P3 against really good competition. Big thanks to Splashy Go Graphics, of course, for the beautiful paint scheme. Chad Coleman hates my paint scheme, and he consistently makes fun of it. But as far as I'm concerned, he saw the back end of it a lot tonight, so I don't really care what he thinks. It looks good in P3. And a big thank you, of course, to everyone at twitch.tv/Shieldhouse. The children, as always, being here, gutting it out, supporting and keeping us rolling in a positive direction. Couldn't do it without them. Big thanks to everybody at Cook's Landscape Group for supporting the Cup Series here at SIM500, and you, Jason, Signature Esports Network, for carrying us, calling us every Monday night. We appreciate you so very much over here and everything that you do. So thank you for doing it, and we will see you next week at Darlington.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast. And one of the things that I was talking about with some of the sim groups, because there's a Sim Expo coming up. This Monday night series actually might get called live in a Sim Expo. So
What?
Yeah, working the details out. I'll make a bigger announcement, but I love doing this. So I appreciate you guys having such a passion for sim racing that it affords me opportunities like that. So
Dude, that is badass, man. I hope it happens. That sounds really cool. Now I've got Mark in my chat yelling at me to wrap it up.
Mark's
So
gonna have time.
that's both of them. That is just the irony. I'm sure you can feel just as much as me, but I'll move on. Thank you.
Thank you, David.
Thank you. We will see you Wednesday at LORP for the Grand National Series.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. David Schildhouse, P3 tonight. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That's Shieldy coming home P3 tonight. We'll throw him down there with Jorg and let him talk. Let's bring in P2 tonight. Kevin DeBrown, Mr. Brown. By the way, I have this prediction thing that I've been setting up to do. And you were my driver to watch tonight, and boy, did we do a lot of watching what you were doing. You had some of the best starts and restarts to this race that I've seen of any driver. Timing was perfect, able to make moves when you needed to, slicing and dicing through the field. 12 spots, finished second tonight. Congratulations. It was insane to watch, and I'm glad that I'm glad that I put my finger on you.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, I definitely on the restarts. We made up a lot of time, especially at the beginning. I'd have to go look back what happened at the beginning of the start, but I don't know if somebody was already starting first or if they wheel spun, but we definitely made a lot of ground up on the first restart, and then we cycled to the lead. And unfortunately, we didn't save tires well and ended up cycling back to 6. But here we go. We rebounded for second.
And not a bad day. And you gained 10 spots on the start of the race, like in a heart. Yeah, like I was like, good Lord, because I had just finished talking about it. We went through pre-race, we went through the starting grid, and then here comes that green flag, and here comes that 93, and I mean, you couldn't have scripted it better for me than you did tonight. It was,
well, the whole open, and I was like, you know what? It's now or never. Might as well just go for it.
Yeah,
so we went for it.
It was awesome. Man, oh man, I know that we were talking to Shieldy about what was going on there and about what was going on the racetrack, of course. Some of it was just characteristics of the car. Some of it was just finding dirty air that makes the car upset, and side draft specials, a couple of netcode incidents. There's a lot to be said about racing hard, and I mean, you guys race hard in this series, and I like it. I know the chat likes it, so and it's a testament to those who can keep their nose clean.
Yeah, definitely, and I'll second what David said. I mean, we can definitely go green. We've had green races, but I think it's just we're still getting used to each other. There's a couple of new faces that haven't been racing with us before, so I think everybody's still trying to get used to how everybody races each other. I think by maybe the middle of the year, or maybe even by Darlington next week, we could go green at Darlington. We've done it before. I'm sure we could do it again. It just depends on what everybody wants to give and take.
I think Darlington is a give and take track. You can't get into the corner there expecting to be 2x2 for a couple of laps, especially with these cars as wide body as they are. They have a tendency to throw shade at some things.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, like I said, we got a good group. I'm sure we'll figure it out next week and watch.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be surprised if we go green to green.
Oh, even if you don't, I'm still going to call the race, and it's still going to be fun. It's still exciting.
Of course. It was fun to be in the seat tonight. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a momentum, right? You go from you finish that first portion of that to sixth, and then cycles happen, off tire cycles happen. You find yourself back in the 20s, and then you have to work yourself back into that mix again. Like it's crazy to watch it from the outside looking at it. And I always have to explain to folks out there that are watching, whatever they're watching this, that you folks are staring at a windshield. You may or may not have triples. You may or may not be in VR. You may be running on a single monitor, but what you see is ahead of you. And what you're trying to do is predict where everything's going to be by the time you get to corner exit. Oh
yeah, definitely. And it also helps that mostly the top 5, top 10, we we've all raced with each other before, so we're all really clean when it comes to racing each other for the most part. I mean, there's occasionally some hiccups, but it works out for the most part.
I like it. I mean, you guys have been putting on some fantastic racing, and gives me a chance to keep up with a new Premier Series that just a new to me Premier Series. It's like buying a used car. You come into something that's been experienced and has been taken well taken care of, but it still has that new car smell. This
Yeah.
this is what it is for me here, and it's nice. It's nice to see. I know that everybody is passionate about the race and passionate about racing, and this series is showing that it is, and I never want to take away from what you guys have to sacrifice to be here on a Monday night.
Oh, we appreciate you putting on a beautiful show. I mean, I love going back and watching it. Usually on Wednesdays is my days when I rewatch the race, and I love enjoying watching the race. I mean, you put on a great show.
Well, you guys do it for me. I don't have to do anything except for make sure that I make sure
Make
the
a beautiful picture.
make sure the overlays are fine. Make sure that you guys are I want to make sure everybody is as good as they can be, because I mean, let's face it, there are dozens of people out there that can do what I do, and I just get to be the fortunate one that gets to sit here and do it. So it's pretty awesome for me. It's I don't know. It's an honor and a privilege. And like I was telling David, I'm trying to set it up so that we get to call this series on a Monday night coming up at a sim racing expo. So at it, like in front of fans, in front of people, in front of all the cool things, and
that'd be really cool.
And then show people what I do from the grand scheme of things. So. And those are opportunities afforded by you guys, so which is really cool.
Well, like I said, we appreciate you for streaming this for everybody else. So you would do a great job.
Nah, you guys do it. That's it. I'm gonna keep poking back. That's what I do.
We can do this all night, but
we go back and forth. We can do it. All right, Kevin. What's your prediction for yourself for Darlington? Because I didn't really talk too much about Darlington, even though David says that's his track. He's got it circled on. What's your prediction for Darlington for yourself? Because I know that I'm watching you race in the other series that I've called with SIM500. You have a tendency to kind of be one way or the other. Either you're patient or you find yourself in a situation like you had today, where you had to make a move when you needed to make a move.
Darlington's hit or miss sometimes. We do fairly well at Darlington. Honestly, hoping for a win. Always hoping for a win. I mean, this is 2 second place finishes back to back, so we're getting close. We just need one more spot. So hopefully it comes next week. But I'll be okay with top 5.
I mean, we'll see what the numbers say. Does the 93 have a 2 week in a row where we have to, put the finger on the button saying that's the guy to keep your eye on, because you're up 3 spots, 5th of the point standings. And like I was telling David, we're still looking for, we'll be looking for a 6th different winner next week. We have no repeat winners thus far through 5 weeks.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that. That's right, because Fuller won the qualifying night. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Fuller had repeated already, but I guess not. Wow, that's ours.
Yeah, 4 races counted for him. He's got a win. Daniel's got a win. Schilde's got a win. Wesley's got a win, and now, of course, Jorgensen has a win. He gains 12 spots with that win. That is crazy.
That just shows you how the skill level is here. It's tight.
It's gonna be awesome to watch all season long. All right, brother. Well, you are fantastic and love the car. One of my favorites out there. And, of course, and always, we appreciate you knocking it down. P2 tonight, man. Give you shout-outs. This was awesome.
Of course, as always, you put on the show. Wesley painting the beautiful paint scheme. Racing Pirate coming on, WBD Diecast. Joey for putting on the league. Does a great job as well. And, I'll see you next week.
Oh, yeah, you will. 22 laps led, by the way. That's a good number. That's a good number. I'll see you next week. I got some talking to do with Mr. Jorgensen.
Good luck.
Hey, I like talking to him. He's got the most energy of any person I've ever met when it comes to sim racing.
You might be here for the next hour. Who knows?
Yeah, well, everybody else is in bed. It's almost 10 o'clock, so we're good. All right, Kevin, we'll see you next week, man.
See ya.
That's Kevin coming home in P2. Last but not least, I have to save the best for last because you have the most energy in all of iRacing, and you got a big old win. Hold on, let me pull my headphones off. Do it. Jorge.
What's up, man?
Oh, I just want you to scream.
Oh, we did it, man, and yeah, man, we gotta. I let out a little bit. We good though, man. It feels man, it feels really nice to be back in victory lane. You know, the last few weeks have been absolutely terrible. Oh man, you know, sometimes I'm my own worst enemy, right? So I do these updates with my pedals and whatnot last week, and that was a bad mistake. So I was fighting that, and then I started having computer issues. I was lagging out, I guess you can say, and then my screen went black at one point, so I just pulled it off the track. I ain't trying to cause no issue towards anybody else, but to bounce back and parking in victory lane, man, it don't get no better than that. Pull your headphones off in 3, 2, 1.
Let him clip it out. I wanted that thing to go red, and it did. That's awesome.
Man, it feels good to be back, man.
I'm glad. We always have to keep our eyes on the prize. Actually, Mr. Donut on Twitch, he chose you. He won 5,000 channel points on our channel.
Nice.
So everybody else didn't have faith. They didn't have faith.
Well, I mean, if you're basing it off the last 2-3 weeks, I can understand, but hey, man, just people stick with me. We're gonna get some W's. I promise you.
One of the things I was saying, you make the 5th different winner in as many weeks of racing in the Cook's Landscape Group Cup Series. The racing is intense. I know that Kevin echoed the sentiment of David. Trying to clean up the racing, try to make sure that things are happening. You didn't have to worry about that. You were, did you even get outside the top 10, 12, maybe?
Yeah. No, I don't think I've dropped further back than 12th or 13th. One of those cautions, I decided to come in, and I was hoping it was going to go long. It didn't. We had some quick cautions, and then some guys ended up pitting. Me and Kevin was able to jump the field and get up front. And man, I tell you what, clean air was huge, even after a handful of laps on tires. And I was giving Kevin a little bit of crap there before you pulled him up. I was like, man, whenever Daniel got to you, I said I was licking my chops, hoping that you was going to hold him up a lot longer. And once Daniel got around him, I just tried to run the best line I could, knowing that Daniel was coming on tires. And it seemed like once he started getting closer to me, the dirty air was just affecting him also. It kind of slowed his progress down. But caution come out. We stacked it up, did it again. Another caution, stacked it up, did it again. I told the guys in Discord, I was like, man, I said, if there's a caution before lap 110, I can't remember what that final caution was where we all took tires. But after that, man, it was just run qualifying laps. And everybody was running their fastest laps of the race towards the end. And man, I thought I was going to have that fastest lap point, Jason. And Joe ended up sneaking in there and took it away from me, snatched it right from me.
Yeah, by a minuscule. Welcome in, Raiders. What's up, Tattoo? We're just finishing up. We're talking to the race winner, who becomes the 5th different winner. Led 75 laps, is Mark Jorgensen Jr. Welcome to the Raiders. Hope your stream was fantastic. Hope the racing was well. I hope that things were absolutely the best it could be for you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. I tell you what, the intensity picks up when it cocomes to restarts. And you caught people sleeping with their pants down. They were, I don't know if they were, texting on their phone or what, I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah. I ain't going to give out my little secret or whatever, but you know, a couple of the guys were starting to figure out my restarts there. You know, the last few restarts we had, and you know, I noticed some guys was restarting in first, which hey, you know, that's fine. I didn't think that was the thing to do. Maybe on new tires or whatever, but you know, after we put a couple heat cycles on, I mean, Daniel, I mean, he was timing my restarts pretty good, but that last one or the time before the last, I mean, he stepped all over it, got a little squirrely and whatnot, and you know, I was able to get the gap that I needed, and you know, cautions come out. You know, like I said, man, you're just hot lapping whenever it comes that late in the going and whatnot. But you talked about the intensity. I mean, we all pick it up, you know, when it's the closing laps, and you know, we've got some new players this season. Daniel, I've raced with him a long time ago. Eberhart, you got Dylan C. Jones, Stephen Miles. That guy has been gone for who knows how long. Old sleeper, and you know, there he is. You know, finished in fourth, got him a top five. But you know, it's also cool to see guys pick it up. You know, from last season. You know, Kevin DeBrown. I mean, he's kicking ass and taking names. You know, Chad, I thought Chad ran a really good race at the beginning. He kind of got screwed over a little bit by a guy driving a little hard in the early goings, but you know, it's nice to see Chad recover. You know, Tyler got him a top 10. Thomas George got a top 10. I mean, there's so many guys in this league, man. Freaking phenomenal. And I mean, there's a laundry list of them that they all deserve to finish in the top 5, top 3, win these races. And like I said, man, you got a lot of new players. And you know, these players, man, are good. They're fast, and you know, holy crap, man. You know, Daniel, you know, he made me nervous there a couple times. You know, getting on my bumper going into 3. You know, Kevin did the same thing, getting on my bumper going into 3, and it's like, man, I just got to minimize the slip, and hopefully they get tight on corner exit coming out of 4. And man, I was able to get the gap that I needed, and you know, at that point, you know, see that checkered flag waving and me get there first, man. It's a good feeling, man. You know, this league is stout. Everybody's so freaking good, and you know, they're hard to win. And you know, I'm a very humble guy, you know that, and you know, I don't think I'm no slouch by any means, but you know, hey, hopefully I can learn some things off of these other guys, and maybe we can start clicking off these things on Monday night. You know, Wednesday night, you know, we're decent over there, but you know, we need to start focusing more on Monday night stuff and get our season turned around. But hey, the good thing about it is it's a very long season. I've got a ton of races to get my act together, and you know, we'll see if we can start putting together some good results here.
I did see the you know, the big jump in points there real quick. Rough night to super late models. Man, that sucks. You've had a rough few weeks around there with a bunch of construction and wildfires around the property. Will be safe. Ron, thank you for the like. Mr. Hollyfield, how are you doing, sir? You guys have you know, you're always showing up to race, right? And I think that's the mindset, is that you know that the race can either be a butt whooping or you can give the butt whooping. And you know, depending on the racetrack, this car has gone through some changes, and some big changes, big step changes. I mean, we even had an update today that changes a little bit about how the cars react around each other. You know, when I go back and I always look at patch notes and try to see what's changing about the car to give any kind of feel or any feedback to you know, like the to the crowd out there, to the folks that are trying to understand what it is that you guys are going through, because you know, to them they're like, oh, this is just you know, maybe this is just a video game, but it might be. But I will tell you this much: there's no more raw feeling than what you feel when the force feedback kicks in and the wheel says, hey, you can't go there.
Oh yeah, you know this. I mean, everybody on the sim, you know, understands that. You know, you've got to adapt to other cues. You know, you alluded to the force feedback. You know, your wheel, your pedals, basically your eyes, and you know, you don't have that seat of the pants feel like you do driving in I've never driven a race car, but you know, we all know that it's a you know, different sense that you're using whenever you're driving a real life car, and it's way different on the sim. It's tough, but you know, if you can adapt to all the changes and the updates and whatnot, and just put in the work, I mean, you're gonna be pretty decent. Man, it's just so cool, man. Do I feel like these things are 100% in line with what we see on the TV on Sundays? No. You know, I think there's a little bit more work to do there. The aero with these cars, oh my God, you know, the leader has a huge advantage. I mean, if he doesn't burn up his stuff, I mean, he basically can control his own destiny. And you know, I think tonight was a little bit of that. uh, you know, I felt like, you know, when I did fall back, that you know, I was watching a guy in practice, Cody Harris. I was watching him and seeing the line that he was running in 3 and 4. And I've always been the kind of guy, man. I like to take that shallow entry, you know, get the car slowed down, rotate on the bottom, and you know, I saw how, you know, he was doing that Noah's Ark into turn 3. I mean, boy, he was arcing it out something fierce. And I was like, you know what, man, that has got to be the way to go. And you know, I kind of stuck to that quite a bit during the race, and it definitely paid off. So I mean, like I said, if you take care of your stuff, you can do yourself some justice. But again, like I said, you know, that dirty air is tough. I mean, you go down into the corner and behind somebody, and you got your wheel how you want it, and then you just catch yourself putting a little bit more wheel in it. You know this, Jason. You know, anytime you turn that steering wheel, man, you're just hurting those front tires. But hey, once we got up front, like I said, man, it was just run some qualifying laps. Don't, you know, just minimize any mistake, because you know the guys behind you, they're going to try to do what they can to try to win the race and take it from you. But you know, I had to dodge a couple late charges there, and you know, hey, you know, I feel like I got lucky, Jason, to be honest with you. Like I said, you know, with how the last couple of weeks have went, I don't see why anybody would have chose me tonight, but I definitely appreciate it.
I mean, it's deserved. You got the win. They won something. You won something. Like,
Oh man, I tell you what, you know, we like stacking up those W's, you know, those tallies in the win column, and like I said, man, I don't these next gen cars, I feel like are my worst cars on the sim, and you know, like I said, you know, I'm still learning, you know, even being on the service for 12, 13 years, and I'm still learning from some other guys. And like I said, man, there's a lot of fast guys in this league. And, you know, like I said, any of us, you know, has a shot to win. And like I said, man, you know, when you get a league that has that kind of depth, it is absolutely hard to win these dang races. And, like I said, you know, I feel like when I do win, like, yeah, it takes skill. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it also takes luck also, and I definitely had lady luck on my side. Hey, I tell you what, Fuller didn't even start the race, but you know, hey, it is what it is. He qualified. I beat him. You know, I beat David. Hey, my night is filled. I won the race. I beat those two guys. Shit, man, let's go ahead and just fire up. Let's get next Monday night going at Darlington. I cannot wait.
now tell me, when it comes to Darlington, what's your game plan? I mean, because I was talking about how the racing has been, and you guys are. I mean, you guys are in for a show next week. I'm in for a show, I think.
Yeah, so you know, I don't want to I don't want this to get to his head by any means, but David is phenomenal at Darlington, so I look for him to do good, possibly even win. Fuller will be up there. I mean, all the fast guys, they'll be towards the front, but man, it's going to be a narrow groove. It's going to be about taking care of your stuff. You know, me and Chad Coleman, we was talking just before you pulled me up. I mean, hopefully the thing drives just like what's expected in real life, you know, next Sunday. And if so, man, it's gonna be fun. Slipping and sliding, you got, you got to be able to take care of your stuff, but and manage that gas pedal. And you know, whoever does it best is going to come out on top. And like I said, if it's anything like it was last year, I guarantee you David's got this, Darlington circled next Monday night. I promise you.
Well, that's what he was saying, but I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't give him that much. No, I'll give that much credit. What I see out of the racetrack and what you guys do and what you put on, it's incredible. So, I'm always a fan of all the racing that we've been able to throw out, and you guys just keep doing it. So, pretty happy about it, and pretty happy to see that you have found your success as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's nice to get the W. Go ahead and get that out of the way early in the season. Long season, long freaking season. Them last few weeks being terrible. I saw where I was down in the points, and I didn't even let it get to me. I was like, you know what? This is a long season. All I got to do is just start clicking off some good runs, and I'll get myself back up there, no problem. Just got to be smart, and just understand who you're racing around, and there's points where it's time to race, and then others where it's not, and you just gotta manage and just be patient. But like I said, this Monday night series is tough. These cars are tough to drive. They're hard to get a grip on as far as an understanding on what you can do and what you can't do, and like I said, other guys got it figured out pretty quick. I'm a slow learner when it comes to these next gen cars, but hopefully the tide is turned, and Jason, hopefully you just talk to me every week from here on out. I mean, it'd be nice.
It would be cool. I'd have fun with it.
Oh yes. So speaking of talking, it just dawned on me, right? Hey, David getting his interview in TV time, Kevin getting his interview in TV time. I tell you what, these guys going to start taking these 30-minute long interviews and making me wait till midnight to give mine. Jason, we might have to start doing the winner first. I might have to tell these guys they're going to have to hold up and let me go first.
So I one of the things I was saying, and I've always said it. I said if Mark wins, we're talking last. And the reason is because you have so much that, like, there's so much depth in what you are thinking and what you're saying after the fact. Like you're breaking it down, and you just bring so much energy that it's awesome. And we can go, if I save you for last, we can go longer and
Oh, I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? So like for me, it's a compliment to you, but they've been talking a little longer too, and that's, I mean, and then I'll go back, if everybody's talking equally, I'll just go back to doing, first to third for
right.
when Jordan, because normally it's first through third, but when you win, it's like, all right, save the best for last, because there's a lot of high impact energy that's happening. So.
Oh, I appreciate that. I think David did it on purpose, right? And I where me and Kevin screwed up is we got on his Twitch, and we started making some comments, hey, wrap it up, come on now, I got an interview to give and whatnot. So David was laughing when he was reading that stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, this dude's gonna blatantly, purposely just take all the time, hey, and rightfully so, man. I'm glad that those guys get to chop it up with you, and hey, if it's midnight, whatever, by the time I get on here to give my interview, so be it. Who cares? It's fun, man. It's fun for me that the guys, they jokingly give me crap, right? Oh man, David's telling me, oh man, I bet their interview's going to be till 11:30, Eastern time, and it might, man. Like I said, when you win a race and you're amped up, and it's been a while since me and you talked, we just got a lot to talk about, chop it up, and hey man, we'll get to bed eventually, I promise.
Yeah, like, people have issues. They don't have issues.
That's right. I mean, all I can say is just, hey, just win the race. Just try to get up on that wheel and make sure that I don't finish in the top 3, and hey, it'll take care of itself.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're just here to have fun.
That's all it is, man.
We're just here to have fun. Man, what else? What else? How's the fam? I got to ask.
Oh man, everybody's doing good. Sometimes me and the missus don't quite see eye to eye, and it's not because I'm 6'6" and she's 5'3". Sometimes we just kind of got some arguing to do and clear things up. But no, everything works itself out. Everything's good. Kids are good. I'm good. Hey, personal life is going well. Work is going great, and I look forward to Monday night and Wednesday night, Jason. Like I've always said, it's nice to win. That's obviously the goal first and foremost. But just to, if I can't win, I just want to do what I can to finish top three, man. Because I enjoy talking to you. I enjoy talking to the people watching, and I'm very passionate about sim racing. I take it to heart, because I'm learning every day, trying to get better, all that good stuff, and it doesn't matter if I finish dead last because got wrecked or equipment issues or whatever. I win the race, man. I always look forward to it as 100% look forward to it, and I never get down. I never get upset. Hey, wrecks are going to happen. It's just part of it. You just got to go the next week and try to do better. If you get wrecked out, the following week try to do better. And like I said, man, it's nice, man. I'm looking at the the 5 different winners in the first 5 races. That's pretty cool, man. Like I said, I think that list is going to continue, to be honest with you. Like I said, there's so many guys in this league that are freaking phenomenal. And like I said, man, it might be till race 10 or whatever before we see the first repeat winner. But man, it's just fun, man. I enjoy the new guys that come on board. Like I said, man, these guys blow my mind, to be honest with you. To see a lot of the guys turn it around from last season to this season, it's like, holy crap, man. I'm Jason. There's times where I'm out there, I got my tongue hanging out, just driving my tail off, because these guys are so good, and I enjoy it. It makes me work harder. We got me and David go back and forth, give each other crap, race day and whatnot. So, got that banter to jack you up and get you pumped. And man, it's just good stuff when you're able to just put it together and bring it home.
I was sitting here doing a little math. Did you know that of the drivers that are 3,500 and above on this simulator, this league makes up 1%, 1.34% of all the drivers that are 3,500 and above.
Oh wow, wow.
So when you talked, when we are all sitting here talking about talent and the guys you're running around, that's awesome.
Yeah, like I said, man,
awesome.
these guys are something else, man. Well, it doesn't matter if you're racing towards the front or racing at the back, man. It's tough. It's stout competition, and everybody races hard, and I love it. And there's going to be times where you might get your feelings hurt or whatever, and you just talk to whoever it is, and kind of see what's going on. And hey, man, we're all competitors. We all want to win. We all want to do the best that we possibly can. We want to get our TV time. There's guys that want to get up here and talk to you, Jason, to see how you're doing and give their little interview. And like I said, so, it's just, man, it's just a reward, when you're able to win these things because of how hard it is. And, I don't put a whole lot of effort, in these next gen cars like I did last season. And, maybe I need to start, David, he hit me up. I think it was yesterday. I think it was, hey, have you put any practice in for, the race Monday night? No, man, I'm probably going to wait till I jump on and get in there and start practicing. He goes, okay, good. And, cause I used to be one of those guys, in seasons past, I would practice and do race runs and try different things and see what my tires look like and whatnot. And, I learned a ton from Kevin King, a couple seasons ago. And like I said, man, I've learned a lot from David. I've learned a lot from Justin, just watching what he does. I tell you all the time, Jason, that, I enjoy going back and watching the race replays mainly because I want to see what lines the other guys are running, so I can try things, next time we come back to those tracks and whatnot. And I tell you what, here I am, just thinking to myself, like, we ran the B car Wednesday nights, and we ran that car here at Las Vegas, a few weeks back, and I was god awful terrible. I don't think I finished in the top 15, to be honest with you. And here I am in the next gen, putting it in victory lane. So I hope I'm knocking on wood, any hardwood or whatever. I'm knocking on it, but hopefully these things, my driving style, maybe things are going to start looking a lot better for me on Monday night, and that's good. I mean, hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers.
Well, just so you know, you are one of those 1.34% drivers of the top 0.5% of iRacing. 0.5%. 0.5% of all the drivers that run iRacing are in the skill level that this league is in, and in the echelon that you guys have put on. That's the average of iRating in comparison to what's going on out there in the world of over the 350,000 users on iRacing today. So you keep killing it, and all these drivers are going to keep killing it. And Darlington next week can be maybe an upset for Shieldhouse. I don't know.
We'll see. I mean, like I say, he's gonna be tough to beat. Like I said, there's a handful of guys that I know are gonna run really good at Darlington. So we might be putting in a few practice laps and whatnot. But yeah, man, you just got to keep it off the wall. Don't beat your right side up, and give yourself a chance. But man, it's going to be a fun race, Jason. I think you're in for a show, and I just really do hope that we do put on a show. It seems like when the car is tough to drive, sliding sideways, whatever, I feel like we do an amazing job. Come race night. So I gotta. I'm thinking we're going to have a really good race. Hey, we're going to have some cautions. It is what it is, but I don't think it's going to be a caution fest.
Well, I said it to Shildy, and I meant it with all, sincerity. I could care less how many cautions you guys have. I've gotten away from the oh my God, there's another caution feeling of racing.
Right.
I've just called as many races as I've called on the simulator. You're going to have cautions. The league, if they feel like they need to do something different, then they're going to do something different. They're going to talk amongst each other, and everybody's going to have a chit chat, and and it'll get figured out. Patience is and again, a lot of everybody's said there's a lot of new drivers in here. Everybody's trying to figure some things out. It's the first 5 races of a very long schedule. So I think everybody's going to be just fine. We'll start getting into those green flag races, and we'll see how it works. It is what it is.
Right. Joey does a good job keeping us all in check. He gives us that little pre-race pep talk, and he does what he can. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's only behind the wheel of the 14 machine. He's not in behind the wheel of all the other cars, so he can't really control everything. But just those little pep talks and whatnot. Like I said, the guys will figure it out themselves. They'll understand who they're racing around. What that driver skill set is, and what he does, when he races, around other people. Guys will start figuring it out, and when we do, man, the racing is going to be lights out. I know there's a lot of guys in this league. We want the races to go caution free. We want long green flag runs. We want to do the green flag pit stops. That's fun. There's a lot of skill, doing a green flag pit stop, trying to maximize your time getting on and off pit lane. And like I said, when we figure it out, like I said, this is a long season. Let's see here. We got November. I mean, we got a long season ahead of us. And like I said, the guys will figure it out. We've been putting on some amazing races, and cautions are part of racing. They're going to happen. We just don't want to see the same person over and over and over again, causing the stuff. And if that person does do it, Joey will go talk to that person, calm them down and whatnot. We've all, been there and whatnot. And, yeah, like I said, the racing has been really, really good. And, I just cannot wait. Hey, if I get wrecked out next week at Darlington, it is what it is. I'm just looking forward to driving that track. I enjoy it. Talking to Chad, I really do hope it drives very close to what it's going to on Sunday for the Cup Series. And if it does, man, it's going to be a blast. I mean, I'm not much of a guy to drive loose race cars. I feel like I do way better with a tighter setup, but I'm still going to go out there and have fun. And and if David gets crashed out, I'm going to laugh. It's good stuff, but no, man, like I said, I think it's going to be a great race. Anybody can win it. Like I said, in my mind, I got my guys already selected on who's going to be the favorites, and David's one of them, Fuller's one of them. Like I said, it's going to be tough. We got some newcomers. We got some guys that are fast as hell. It doesn't matter what track it is. So, it's nice to see other guys, fast at every kind of racetrack that we run, and just makes it that more meaningful when you do get to put it in victory lane.
And as you do tonight, it was a race of the ages, man. It was good. It was a great race. Congrats, Mark. I'm gonna let you give your shout outs. We have overextended. I'm getting the if I had a red light in here that said, "Hey, you need to go to bed," I might actually have to do that to the switch on the wall over there.
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, giving out my shout outs, man. I'm looking down here at the lower right hand corner of my computer screen. It says that it's 10:21, 11:21 Eastern time. So man, I gotta give 9 minutes worth of shout outs to meet what David said, that my interview is gonna go till 11:30 Eastern time. So David, I think we're gonna end up a little bit short, buddy, but that's okay. I mean, I had a pretty long interview, and rightfully so. I get jacked up when I win these races, but let's see. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Cook's Landscape Group for coming on board for SIM500 on Monday night. Appreciate what they do for us. All the league admins, Joey, all the league admins for what they do behind the scenes, man. They put in a lot of work. You got a couple of the admins, couple of the guys getting together to try to figure out the weather that we're going to be running each and every week, and that's going to provide great racing. So I mean, there's a lot of work behind the scenes, and I don't feel like those guys get enough appreciation for what they do. Jason, you with Signature Esports, people watch them, like them, love them, follow, share them. As far as I'm concerned, I don't give a damn. No questions asked. You are by far the best at what you do. I always like to go back and rewatch the broadcast and just listen to you tell the story of us driving the virtual race cars Monday night, Wednesday night. It's always fun and entertaining. Oh, let's see here. John Fowler, buddy, we parked it again in Victory Lane. Fowler Time Designs painted this car for me, Jason, and it looks identical to the Xfinity car on Wednesday nights. And like that blue's got that camo in it. His boy's in the military, and I think that's just a pretty sweet touch that John did, and letting me run that paint scheme. So I appreciate that, John. All the guys in Discord, you got Doug Sigmund, you got Brian Wortman, Joey, you got Joe, you got Mark Schrader, you got, oh man, there's Jason White, is in the Discord with us on race nights. And man, it's just so cool to hang out. Everybody's calm, cool, and collected. They're chill. Yeah, we get a little emotional from time to time when we get wrecked. Nobody wants to get wrecked, but for the most part, man, there's not a whole lot of unnecessary chatter in the Discord chat, which I appreciate, because like I said, I need quiet. I can't have all that chatter in my ear and whatnot, because I'm trying to focus, and I just appreciate those guys being chill like that. Like I said, we chop it up under caution, and it's fun. It's a great group of guys. Like to thank myself for winning the race, David for finishing third, Kevin for finishing second. David, if you're listening, buddy, I whipped that ass. I drug that son of a gun all over this 1.5 mile Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And yeah, man, I beat you again, man. That's what I look forward to, man. There's a handful of guys in this league. I've done said a couple of their names already, but I'm not going to give out all of the people. But man, I just enjoy just beating them. I don't care if it's for last or whatever. Whatever. I just look forward to it, man. Like I said, there's great banter within the league, and guys going back and forth, and trying to get in everybody's heads, and I love it. Oh man, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Just all the guys in the league, man. Like I said, they're so freaking good, and the racing is intense. Whether it's up front, whether it's mid pack, at the back. I mean, it's super super tough, man. And like I said, man, these guys they make you earn it. Uh-oh. Yeah.
I heard it.
But yeah, that's good stuff. But no, man, I look forward to Darlington next week, Jason, and hopefully we get the checker flag over there. It's going to be tough. We're going to try, and hey, man, we'll see what happens. But with that being said, man, looking forward to Wednesday night, man. Really looking forward to it. Can't wait.
It's gonna be a blast. So I'm gonna make that thumbnail tomorrow. That's because I got behind on my schedule because my first day back to work, post all the stuff, was today. So, and boy, I tell you what, I didn't think learning how to work again was going to be that difficult. Man, I'm beat. But that was a good race.
I mean, it happens. Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, like I said, we're gonna jump off here in a few, and like I said, we're gonna start watching it back. I'll probably end up waiting until tomorrow. Because hey man, it pays me a lot of money to just sit back at work and got the broadcast up, and Railroad might not like it, but hey, they'll understand when I tell them that I won. So
There you go.
yeah, we'll be watching it back. We'll be seeing all the amazing racing throughout the field, and seeing it from your perspective. And I cannot wait, Jason. Like I said, man, you do an amazing job. Appreciate what you do for us. And yeah, man, great time, man. We put it in victory lane, buddy.
I love it. All right, Mark. Well, have a good night, man. And be safe, of course, and always. This was a fantastic win.
I appreciate that, Jason. Take care.
You too. It's Mark Jorgensen Jr. Old Jorgie coming home in victory lane, knocking it down, doing the thing that he does best, and that is giving us the conversation, giving us his insights, and I love having a conversation with that man. He's again most energy of any person on sim racing, and I love seeing it. So I want to rage you out. I'm going to send you over to somebody I follow. They're doing a charity stream for Starlight and building a mech model. This is the Jang. We love him. We appreciate him. Go give him some love. He's got some stars on his face. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's for Starlight. He's got stars on his face for Starlight. Go give him some love, show him support. And Starlight is a great foundation. Make sure you check him out. We'll see you soon. Be good, be safe. Be kind of one of those Sport Factor Live. Take it to SIM500. Take it to Cook's Landscape Group. And we will see you tomorrow for Chop Shop Racing. Peace, love, hippie grease. We love it all. See you soon.